Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the week of August 1st. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and see what we have here for you, Gemini. Now I am using the Tarot Muka as well as the Angel Answers Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below. Do hope you're having a great start to this Leo season and that you're doing well, Gemini. So let's go ahead and make sure we're all set up and in view. Put this up here, and then let's also take 3 of these Oracle cards. All right, so right off the bat, we have a lot of cups showing up here. Definitely nice for new love or progress in love. Like if you are talking to somebody, it's more like I feel like I'm not so much the love portion of this reading. I feel like I'm not so much talking to people who are married. So if you're like married, you're already in a relationship. I would say there's another timeline that I'll get to for you, but like there's definitely a new love timeline here because we have this, we have Venus energy, we have Page, Knight of Cups, which is like, you know, if you've been talking to somebody and you're like, okay, what's going on? Like, are we going to be dating or whatever? That could certainly, you could certainly see progress there. And then, you know, there's also potentially new love as well coming in here. But the other timeline that I'm seeing here for you is a general increase in your happiness. I feel like this has been after you've taken some time here to give thoughtful consideration to what you've truly wanted recently. And I think that there's been like there's potentially an event here that could make you very happy, or there already has been one. So that's kind of the other message here. This could be related to creativity in your life as well. So let's dive into this and talk about this some more. So in the overall situation, you do have this Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is some type of romantic event happening in your life. If you're here for love, this can talk about somebody that you, and you're single, this can talk about somebody who you've been sort of dreaming about, sort of the way, like if you look up this card, the way that a lot of tarot resources describe this card as somebody who's like a knight in shining armor, right? So this can be somebody that you really sort of fantasize about, romanticize about, whatever the case may be. But along with that, this could just be progress, like a progress update, like, okay, we've been going on a bunch of dates, you know, we've been texting a lot, and now like let's talk about what's next type of deal. This could also be progress in that area. Yeah. And so if you're not here for love, what the Knight of Cups can talk about is you connecting to a vision, creating a vision for yourself, realizing some type of happiness. And that happiness that you are realizing comes through an event that you've been sort of bringing into your life, and all of that type of energy. Now, in the past, you have the Empress and the Page of Cups. The Empress is really one of the biggest cards of abundance in the tarot, if not the biggest card. It's also Venus energy. Again, Venus is, you can see the Venus symbol here on the stone and the heart. And so Venus is a planet associated with love, beauty, romance, but it's also a planet associated with wealth, luxury, the finer things in life. And so it is a money planet, technically. It's both. It's really a good planet. And so you have both of these things. It's also the mother archetype. You know, it's also just generally about abundance here coming into your life. For me, really, abundance is just your ability to receive and receive whatever it is that you've been looking for type of energy. So love this for you here with the Empress showing up in the past. Now you have it paired with the Page of Cups, which could be an abundance of good news. Page of Cups is, well, it's more like happy news, an abundance of happy news. And you can see this person's like really enjoying life, kind of throwing their cup in the air, throwing their hands in the air. And yeah, it could also be an invitation of love, or a sort of it's like crush energy, right? Like a love energy. But again, if you're not here for love, this can talk about you being a classic dreamer, right? And this can be a creative proposal, a creative invitation, a creative idea, or just some general happiness coming into your life here. Now, in the future, you have the Page of Swords and you have the Nine of Cups. So we actually have two pages here. We have this Page of Cups and now we also have the Page of Swords. So to me, when I get two or more pages in a reading, it should be a busy period of time for you in terms of like communicating, other people, people being around, that type of energy here. But the Page of Swords, I think in this case is you. Okay, I think this is you. I sometimes go in a different direction with the Page of Swords, but I think that my intuition is telling me that this is you. This could be any air sign person. I also, this is somebody who takes a thoughtful approach to life, or takes thoughtful consideration around something in their life that they're looking to change or do. And so, Page of Swords, I think in this case is very good. And you have it here paired with the Nine of Cups, which is luxury. It's kind of, not only is it luxury, but it's also a wish coming into your life. Okay, Nine of Cups talks about a wish come true, or a fulfillment of a wish, or dreams being realized. And the thing is, it started out with a dream here, right? You've dreamed into this cup with the Knight of Cups. This person's thinking about what could be the possibilities of what they could fill this cup up with. Similar in vein with the Page of Cups as well. And so you've started with this goal or this dream or this vision in mind. And the Nine of Cups says could be coming in. Now this is the distant future technically, so it could take some time for this to arrive, but you're certainly laying the groundwork. It is coming in the future for you. When that will happen is hard to say, and what it could be is it will be different for everybody. For some people it'll be a relationship, for something it'll be something else. Let's just see what that might be. Let's get some more details here. So you have the Eight of Pentacles, definitely like to see that. You have the Strength card, the Five of Wands, and you have the Two of Wands. All right, so we now have Pentacles and Wands coming in. First and foremost, you have the Strength card. So the Strength card is Leo. It is the Leo energy. It's been coming in for the collective for the last couple sets of readings I've been doing, and it's because we're transitioning into Leo season here. But this is about bravery, confidence, strength, courage. I mean, take a look here, right? They are like hanging out with this lion, right? I mean, that takes a lot of courage to be that close to a lion, right? This lion could totally end their life, but they're like, nope, this lion's my friend, and they have a lot of courage to befriend a lion, if you will. And so it's like this idea of going forward and also burning through your goals, and I say that in a good way, like achieving what it is that you want in life, and along with that, overcoming some type of obstacles. Very nice energy, especially during this season that we're in here. You have this with the Eight of Pentacles, which is the biggest card indicating a talent in the tarot. There are a few cards in the tarot that have this mallet symbolism here. Mallets represent artistry, craftsmanship, builder type of energy. But this is the biggest card of a talent. You can see that they're wrapping up their latest creation here. And this says you have some sort of gift, skill, talent, ability, whatever, that keeps you well provided for. And so you have a high value skill set here. So along with, and also with Venus, I recently have read that Venus can be around your talents as well. The planet Venus can be associated with your talents. So it's like, I almost feel like some of you make stuff or you build stuff, or the other thing about the Eight of Pentacles, it can just be about general dedication to your work, to your career, to your financial situation, and not giving up type of energy. Putting in long hours. It is a card of hard work. You can see that they are working hard there. And so, yeah, I definitely feel like this could be something realized here, some sort of dream here realized. In the future, you have the Five of Wands and the Two of Wands here showing up. Five of Wands can be a conflict, but it can also be a conflict with yourself. In other words, an internal conflict. And the Eight of Wands, the Strength card here, the Strength card here is about internal obstacles and overcoming them. So there's something internally here that I feel like is happening. for you that you're looking to sort of transmute or work through at this time. The Two of Wands says that you have the world in the palm of your hand, as you can see here, and also to really get started on researching, planning, discovery, laying the groundwork, because you have some choices, decisions, and options in your life to make, and lay that groundwork of research to really help yourself out. So let's see what we have here. Let's take a look at these oracle cards. Gemini, so you have choose a new direction, wait, and don't stop. That's kind of a conflicting message here. Wait, but don't stop, right? Yeah, I feel like it's just strike while the iron's hot type deal. If you feel like you have momentum, keep going. And, there could be a new direction here. I wasn't really seeing this, but you do have choices showing up here, options showing up here in the Wands, in the Two of Wands, that is. So let me see what this is within the next few weeks. Interesting. Could be something coming in here that you have a decision to make. But let's dive into this a little bit more. Let's get some more clarifications. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. And less than 50% of you who watch my content are actually subscribed. So please do consider doing that. All right, so you have the King of Swords, the Justice card, and the Ten of Wands. Some of you really working hard. You want to be careful of burnout here with the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Okay, be careful of burnout, but there's also this message of you like, can you be mindful of burnout and also keep going towards something? I know it's kind of like challenging, but that's kind of what I'm feeling is coming in here for you. It's like, be careful of burnout, but don't stop type of energy showing up. The King of Swords, sorry, operator error. King of Swords is somebody who's sort of like, so you have two similar energies here. King of Swords and Justice card. First and foremost, the Justice card is associated with Libra. It is the Libra card. And the King of Swords can be also, it's heavily associated with Libra, but it can be any air sign. So you have this idea of justice, of divine law and order, of karma in this case because of the scales, and this idea that you get what you put you get what you put in, right? So you get out what you put in. And so it's this idea that you get the outcome you deserve. If you take the right action, you get the right reward, or you get the appropriate reward. So there's something about that showing up here as well. But it's interesting because it's kind of a convoluted message of like, do the work, like don't stop, but also don't overwhelm yourself here. Try to find a happy medium, which the Justice card can just be about scales. Just be about balance as well. The scales can indicate balance. And so, yeah, let's see what else we have here. So you have the Six of Cups and you have the Nine of Swords. Six of Cups, something from the past. It could be a memory. It can also be something that you've always wanted, something being realized. But the Six of Cups can also talk about, you know what it is? I think you've had a long-held dream here. And I would say just don't give up on, like, I know it's cliche, but you've had a dream for a long time. Remember, I've talked about this vision here with the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Six of Cups. You've had a vision for something in your life here, and there might have been something internal that has been a blockage or has held you back in some way. But it's really this idea of pushing forward and continuing forward here. The Nine of Swords represents some type of mental situation that's locking you up. The Knight of Swords talks about like this idea of being in the middle of a nightmare, or having nightmares, or having challenges in mentally. And I don't mean that, I mean that like anxiety, fears, depression, like, right, situations like that. It is a card of fear. And it says also, though, that you could be creating stories in your mind, which is a form of anxiety. And so the Nine of Swords asks you to separate fact from fiction. What is true and where am I making fiction in my life, right? At the top of the pyramid, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So perfect. The Wheel of Fortune is the card of your destiny. It says that there's alignment. There's perfect alignment available, but you must take advantage. The wheel keeps spinning. And so when you get the Wheel of Fortune, it does talk about luck. It does talk about expansion. It's Jupiter energy. It's growth. But it also says that the wheel keeps spinning. Okay, and so you have to take advantage of the opportunity that you have now, because you never know when the wheel will be pointing in your direction again. So it's a very, very good card, but yeah, just something to be aware of. So there is this message of not stopping or not holding back in some way. And then you do have the Four of Wands on the bottom, which is a really nice card of long-term commitments, marriage, and relationships, or even just foundations and achievements in other areas of your life. So love this energy. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. And I will see you in the next reading.